Hi, my name is Scott Beal, and I'm here today to go over the details of the Atlas Core Fellow application process. There's a lot of questions, frequently asked questions we get about the process, and I want to go over who makes a good candidate and how to apply. We just opened up our application process a couple weeks ago, and the deadline's April 1st. So I encourage you to listen to this approximately 5-minute video to learn more about Atlas Core and hopefully apply to be one of our fellows. Essentially, Atlas Core is looking for nonprofit leaders from around the world to participate in our fellowship program. Specifically, we recruit American nonprofit leaders to volunteer in Bogota, Colombia, and nonprofit leaders from about 160 countries to volunteer in Washington, D.C. All of our candidates tend to have about 3 years of experience, they need to be bilingual, and they need to have a college degree. When it comes to experience, it tends to be experience in the nonprofit sector, but you could be a private sector person who's volunteered on the side, or someone who has their master's and a couple years of professional experience. It varies, but we're not looking for students right out of college, nor are we looking for executive directors. The average age of our fellows tends to be about 28 or 29 years old, so we're looking for mid-career rising leaders, future global leaders in the nonprofit sector. You go to atlascore.org/apply.html. The web address is right there on the video. Go to that page and all the instructions are there. And we need you to first fill out an eligibility survey, which is pretty straightforward. And then you go in and you have to fill out some biographical information, who you are, where you're from, information like that. Then you need to download some essay questions. And these essays don't take very long, but put some time into them. This is really important. We spend a lot of time reviewing applications based on these essays. And then send the essays back to us and put at the end of the essays your CV and resume. Your resume does not need to be more than 2 pages long. We don't need a picture. Please do not send 5-page resumes. Just put a couple pages of your resume on at the end of the CV and include it in one document and email it to either apply@atlascore.org or applybogota@atlascore.org, depending on where you want to volunteer. If you're a U.S. citizen going to Colombia, it's Apply Bogota. For everyone else, apply@atlascore.org. The last point is that you need to send in 2 references by April 1st. And these should not be letters confirming you worked somewhere, but rather people who can vouch for you as an individual and the quality of a nonprofit leader that you are, not just simply that you worked one place in a certain period of time. We take applications in February and March, and the deadline's on April 1st. We check references and we do our kind of due diligence in the month of April. In the month of April, we review these applications and we give them to our host organizations in the month of May. Typically, you'll know if you're a finalist in the month of May that you'll be contacted for an interview, usually over Skype video, sometimes over the phone. Decisions are made in early June into July. Training begins in late August, and the fellowship begins in September. If you are accepted as an Atlas Core Fellow, we take care of all the expenses. We provide the travel, the training, the visa, the health care, and a living stipend which covers your basic expenses. And at the end, you receive a $2,500 end of service award. There's no cost to apply, but if you are accepted, there's a $500 down payment, which you then get back as part of your end of service award when you complete the fellowship successfully. This is really an amazing opportunity to be part of an incredible network of leaders from around the world. And we want to show that good ideas and talented people are all over the world. And that if we can strengthen these leaders and build the capacity of these organizations, then we can fundamentally strengthen the nonprofit sector by promoting international cooperation. We started 2 years ago with 6 fellows and doubled the program to 12. Now we hope to grow again, and we want you to be a part of that exciting process. So apply to be an Atlas Core Fellow, tell other people you know about this program, and get on board to this exciting network. If you have any questions, you can email us at the apply inboxes, and we'll get back to you as soon as we possibly can. Thank you for your support, and thank you for your interest in Atlas Core. Take care.